A 10th police officer charged with the attempted murder of KZN businessman Thabiso Ngcobo has appeared in court this morning. He handed himself over at the Pinetown Police Station. Ngcobo was travelling along the M13 near Pinetown in May when his car was forced off the road and sprayed with bullets. Police at the time claimed it was a case of mistaken identity. Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise joins us live from Pinetown for the latest. Nobuhle, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. Tell us about some of the latest developments that have happened there. Any reactions from the Ngcobo family themselves with regards to another suspect now being arrested?
Good afternoon, Katlaho. Indeed, there are reactions from Thabiso Ngcobo, who is the complainant in this case, and he has mentioned that he found many inconsistencies when you compare the appearance of the other 9 2 weeks ago to the appearance of Pedro Rodriguez, who has been identified as the 10th suspect. Now, Pedro Rodriguez is facing 2 counts. He's facing a count of attempted murder and a second count of defeating the ends of justice for tampering with a vehicle registration number. I do have Thabiso Ngcobo with me once again. Let's get that reaction from him once again around this appearance and Pedro being granted 5,000 rands bail.
Yes, I think today's appearance is very disappointing. There are many, as I said earlier, there are many inconsistencies. Just like the schedule, the others, the matter was made to be a Schedule 5. This one, if you listen to the prosecutor, he said Schedule 1, which the magistrate also did not object or correct, because the other 9 are a Schedule 5 matter. So we need clarity on that and how does that work. And I think as well, one of the biggest things was the fact that how is a person that is in police custody being escorted into court by private security? That one was also a bizarre matter for us as to how does that work. And then we come to the fact that the demasking of him, that we couldn't see him. I still sit today, I don't know who he is. The magistrate herself, for me, doesn't know because he's got a mask on. And so how do you grant bail to someone that you don't know? With the conditions that were set, that he can't make contact, physical or otherwise. How am I going to know if I've never even seen him? How am I going to know if he's transgressed on those? So these are the questions that we do have, which my legal team is going to raise because it's a big concern for us.
There was another concern that was raised by the state, one of the bail conditions being that he isn't allowed to enter the Hillcrest area. That has now since been changed. The state hasn't been opposed to that. What are your feelings around this, especially now that you're raising the issue of not being able to identify him, since we as the media weren't allowed to show him on camera and he also didn't remove his mask in court?
Those are all the problems that we are facing. I feel like the conditions of the others were strict. For example, they're not allowed on the M13, which is a road that I use. And so if someone says that he's allowed in the area that I live in, but I don't even know this person, what am I going to say? How am I even going to identify that person?
So before I let you go, as I spoke to you earlier this morning, you mentioned the fact that you still fear for your life. We know that you are heavily guarded as is right now. Is this still the case, especially with what has happened in court?
100%, if not worse, because now we sit with a situation where it's not looking very good as in terms of the law, in terms of the procedure that's being followed. It leaves a lot of questions, and that element of safety is a big one.
Thank you very much. That is Thabiso Ngcobo, who is the complainant in this case where he was shot at by members of the provincial task team here in the province, who have since now been charged, and they're all out on 5,000 rand bail, and this matter will be back in court on the 20th of August.
All right, Nobuhle Modise, thank you for that update coming from the KZN.